Good evening, friends. And as I said earlier, no, I am also young, unlike you. So I was so, when Joe invited me for this presentation, I was so thrilled. And then he told me that I was supposed to present or talk about my travel experience. Then I thought, okay, I was skeptical. Still, I said, okay, maybe yes. Then he told me it is a TED talk. My God, I really got scared. I never thought that it's going to be a forum like TED Talk can invite me to their presentation. So I got really thrilled as soon as I got really scared. Then I was thinking what I should talk about. He told me that I was supposed to talk about my travel experiences. So then I started thinking, in case I am trying to talk about my travel experiences, I will be competing with Santosh Kulagara. He is I appreciate it because I think probably he might have started traveling probably almost at the same time. Still, he had the courage, he had the vision, and he was carrying the camera all by himself and traveling all around the world. And he took so much videos and pictures, and he created a culture and he created a vision. Sorry, he created a channel, and the entire Malayali crowd or Keralites were thrilled by what he was showing us. So I deeply appreciate him. So then I'm not supposed to talk about like the travelogue kind of stuff, but I thought, what should I talk about? Then I was thinking about that. Then finally I decided, okay, I will talk about the passion. Then he said the theme about what I'm supposed to talk about is discover and rediscover. That is a very interesting and intriguing subject. I started thinking about it. Then, after about a couple of days, he called me up and he told me, "Hi, I want to create a quote." Then I took the liberty of searching through Google and found some quotes, and I sent it to him. He said, "No, that has to be an original from myself." So then I again cut and paste some of the uh, quotes, and I created a quote. It's called "The passion for travel can make you a world traveler. That passion clears all hurdles." Then I sent it to my daughter. She said it's scrap and BS, whatever. Till I sent it to Joe, then he accepted that quote. It is my own quote. The passion for travel can make you a world traveler. That passion plays all hurdles. Maybe you can also think about that. I don't know whether it is right or not. It's all cut and paste. It may not be mine alone. Somebody else might have uh, put that somewhere. But this mixture of words, it's by all. Thank you. Okay. Then I was thinking about what should I talk about. So then I realized that I think rather than talking about the passion, sorry, about the travel experiences or maybe I looked into the YouTube. You don't find it. You will find umpteen number of blogs, umpteen number of travel blogs and travel YouTube channels. Then I will not give you any kind of value addition to you people. So I thought that I'll talk something completely different. And then I realized that, okay, so what had made me or given me the catalyst or maybe given me the idea of travel way back from 1977 when I was hardly 19 years old or maybe 18 years old. So I realized that the catalyst, what are the catalysts for me to like or to addict me to travel? And I started thinking about it. So before that, my first adventure, that was in way back in 1977, I think. I was in the NCC. Probably you also probably might have been NCC, but I was an ardent believer of this NCC and all this stuff. Then I got an opportunity to uh, go to Nehru Institute of Mountaineering in Uttarkashi way back in 1977. So we went for a, I went for a mountaineering course. That course had, rock climbing, ice climbing, river crossing, and ice walking, and then ice snow walking and snow skiing and all the stuff. And recently, you might have seen a kind of a mishap or maybe some accident there. I think one avalanche had taken some lives of some mountaineers from that area, from that institute. So that was an experience. I was traveling all alone from Kerala to Uttarkashi, from Uttarkashi to uh, Gangotri, and from Gangotri to the Gomukh. Gomukh, where which the river Bhagirath starts. Gomukh is actually the end of Gangotri glacier. So from there, that was a completely different experience. So, and we climbed a, cliff, a mountain. Probably it was Shivling, I think, about 16 or 17,000 feet. And while coming back, that was another, the greatest or maybe horrendous experience which I had. While coming back, the train was reaching Vijayawada station. I don't know, then the train was pitching and rolling or maybe rattling in the wind. And just we entered Vijayawada station. So the train was just landing, just went to the station. No roof was there. Complete, all the roofings were blown away. And we were stuck there for about 2 to 3 days. And then that day, after 3 days, I was wearing this NCC uniform, so I had an opportunity to get into the pilot engine to inspect the railway tracks. So I could see lots of, you know, uh, dead bodies floating in the mud pool or the flood waters, and umpteen number of dead cattle. So that was a horrendous experience, the first experience of my travel. So again, coming back to my point, uh, what was the catalyst for me to start my love for travel, the love for geography? Then I realized that it was a hobby. My uncle had given me or gifted me a set of his coins and stamp collection way back when I was probably in fourth standard or fifth standard. So I started looking at the stamps as well as coins. Then I realized that there are umpteen number of places you don't know the places which I'm seeing. Like that time it was Magyar. Magyar was actually Hungary. I was recently there in Hungary, and Tanganyika. Tanganyika is probably Uganda, I think, and Nippon. It is now uh, Japan, and then there are Siam. Siam is now Thailand. All these places have given me an intrigue or a curiosity. Where exactly is these places? I would like to see the places. So that time there was no Google Andy or maybe Google Map. So we had to have we had a round metal globe, which is you can able to turn it around and see the places. And also we had this atlas. Sorry, this atlas you had to turn it around and then look at the places where. So that two hobbies probably that numismatics and philately had given me or have inculcated that feeling for travel or maybe inculcated the feeling for or love for geography. So even today I have a good collection of stamps, sorry, coins. Stamps I stopped long time back. Even that two coins are from my collection. It is one of the biggest coin from Australia. It's a 1 kilo silver coin. And I have one of the best collection of coins from uh, Mysore. Mysore Tipu Sultan. Before that, Tipu Sultan ODR collection, ODR dynasty. I have a good collection of that, and still I'm having that. I'm keeping that hobby alive. Okay, and then I was thinking about again. So my first travel was after that. My first international travel was official travel to Sri Lanka, then to Singapore, to Vietnam, and 1998 I took the first trip to US, which was actually very difficult that time. I think you never had an opportunity. Like the money was a big thing, and the visa was another big hassle. So I contacted my counterpart in the US. So he was part of the McCormick company. So he somehow got me a visa. Then we traveled from Cochin to Mumbai, from Mumbai to Thailand. So this hop on and hop off flights were much cheaper compared to the direct flight. So we went to Thailand, one stayed one day, then went to Seoul in Korea. From Korea, we went to San Francisco. San Francisco, then from there to LA, Los Angeles by road, by a kind of a Greyhound bus. And from there to Chicago. And we used to stay with my cousins or friends or somebody because I think the foreign exchange that time was hardly $300 or $400 per person. So our target or maybe the budget was hardly $10 per day. So with the $10, we could able to manage that, and then travel all the way from Chicago to Raleigh, and from Raleigh, my cousin took me to Atlantic City, Washington DC, and New York, and that was in way back in 1998, and that was another big experience. So if you look at it, and when you travel by road, you will see lots and lots of changes, and then you will see what is happening in the world. What is the kind of development which is happening? I think we are all, there is a this thing in Malayalam called, we are all in the frog in the well syndrome. So if you have to come out of that way, frog in the well syndrome. You have to see that curiosity should be there to see, to experience, to go out and watch what is happening outside the world, outside your own environment. Okay. So the another biggest my challenge or my experience or maybe my adventure was way back in I think I don't recollect the date, but still from Syria to Turkey. And now I can tell you that nobody can travel during currently because Syria is in a very bad shape. So I was there in Damascus, and one of my counterpart from the US was supposed to come, but he cancelled the trip. So I had to travel all the way from Damascus to Homs to Aleppo. From Aleppo, we were supposed to visit the Al Jazeera region, and from there I went to the Turkish border, and from the Turkish border, I had to cross the Turkish border. I had to walk almost about 2-3 kilometers in the no man's land, and and the Turkish migration people were so surprised to see me. Probably I was the first Indian to cross that border. From there, I went into a port city. From there, port city, I hitchhiked to Densili to Izmir. That was a fantastic trip. So in in Izmir, one of my friends, he is a Kurd. He said, "No, would you like to see Mother Mary's house or Miriam Mana?" I said, "Turkey, where is Miriam Mana or Mother Mary's house?" He said, "There is a place called Ephesus. The Bible, you know that there is a place called Ephesus." So I went there. That was kind of a beautiful experience. It's a holy experience over there. Sorry. And I went into the Mother Mary's house there. So it was really a holy experience. And after that, I could able to take my family also to that place. And definitely, anybody who wants to go, you should definitely see that place, FSCS as well as this. This is actually a scene from Turkey, sorry, from Syria. I'm so sad to see that Syria is in very bad shape. That was such a beautiful place, and the food was excellent, unbelievable food, and people are also very nice and beautiful people there. Unfortunately, nobody can able to visit that place anymore. Nobody can travel from Damascus nowadays. So coming to the point, so what is it? I found that the passion for travel. You have to have that passion for travel. So this is my uh, my advice to you, or maybe uh, my thinking about travel. You should have that passion for travel. I don't know. It should be in your dream. Always think about a plan. And then age is not the criteria. Money is not the criteria. I am also 64 now. Still, I am very active and I am traveling. And another one is your inquisitiveness. You should have that inquisitiveness in your mind. Always try to overcome that fear complex. Get out of the mold and come out of that and travel. And then your urge to experience. Urge to experience what? The culture of a new country, a new place, wherever you go. And of course, food. Wherever you go, eat. Eat the local food. Now, I think, being youth, you should always think, eat whatever you like, because people will say that, no, parota is bad, this thing, beef is bad. But no, you can eat whatever you like. Youth is a time where which you have to eat and indulge in this kind of happiness. Okay, then the passion I was talking about. See, I had this passion for bike riding. Way back in 1980s, I had a bike. That was the one on top of it. And then in way back in 2012, I was passing through Ernakulam. I saw the new uh, 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 bike showroom, Harley Davidson. I went out immediately. I bought one. That I never told my wife also. No, I'm going to buy a bike. And then I got into the another culture, the bikers culture. All youngsters, all having real blood in their veins, or real youth blood in their veins. I was also overwhelmed by their happiness and enthusiasm. I became a brotherhood. I became part of a brotherhood. I traveled to Goa. I traveled to Pondicherry. I traveled to Chennai, and the best experience was to Bhutan, all the way from here to Bhutan. That was a fantastic experience. And after that, I I had a serious issue with my carpal tunnel syndrome. I had to sell my Harley Davidson Fat Boy. Now, still, I got another scooter which you don't have to wear, what do you call, uh, finger with your clutch. So I bought a BMW scooter. Still, I ride. So I'm at 64, going to be 65. Still, that passion is still there. I'm part of the uh, bikers group even today. So again, I was telling, the passion to travel and the passion to go out always should be there. And then I wrote a couple of months back, we went for a trip to Leh Ladakh. I am telling you, my boys, my friends, you have to have that trip now, because at this age it was so difficult to travel, because when I was in Pangong Lake area, one of my friends was had a serious health issue and we had to return from there. But unfortunately, I never had any problem. But this is an experience we should definitely have. Now, being an Indian, we should definitely visit the Leh Ladakh area. Should be in your bucket list always. I don't know. Then this is me in that area, in Nubra Valley area. And definitely all of you should plan it next day. So while thinking about it, I was there in Lisbon. This is where from Vasco da Gama started his voyage. So that time you just imagine how they had thought about it. I think they were traveling from zero to unknown areas. I think they never thought that they can able to come back. And this is from exactly that place in Lisbon. Vasco da Gama started his voyage. And again, discover and rediscover. So my whole point is, plan your travel today and tomorrow. Don't waste time. Tomorrow itself we have to plan. And then prepare a bucket list. Always have a bucket list. I still have a bucket list. I think my bucket list, first place would like to visit again is one is South Island of New Zealand. South Island of New Zealand, that Lord of the Rings were uh, shot. That area is supposed to be the best in the world. Then Antarctica, then Antarctica cruise, and Machu Picchu in South America. These are in my bucket list. And thank you, and thank you, Joe, for giving me this opportunity. And it was a big boost to my career. Sorry, my ego, because I think I was accepted as a TEDx uh, presenter, or maybe talk in a talk show. I'm so thankful to everybody, and thank you so much.